Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United. Today should be the day that we secure ourselves Premier League football for next season. I've done a little bit of maths in my head, and West Ham and Fulham can pick up 12 more points, if I'm not mistaken, which will put them on to 44 points. Obviously, we can't get 44 points from a victory. We can go up to 41 points, but the chances of them winning every single match until the end of the season is pretty slim, I hope. In between episodes, we've only played one match, and it wasn't a very good result at all. It was a 1-1 draw with Brighton. Baba Rahman scoring his first goal of the season. We are doing pretty bad in April. We've picked up 3 points. We've scored 2 goals. We've played 4 league games and a cup game. It's not gone well. We could do with a victory. Now, 2 of the teams who are chasing us, I guess, West Ham and Fulham. West Ham are away against Sheffield United. Fulham have Manchester City. So I suspect Fulham aren't going to be picking up 3 points in that one. West Ham could get something against Sheffield United. Also Swansea we need to keep an eye on, but then again they've played an extra game. Because we've stopped winning games, I'm switching up to the 4-2-4 formation. So this is what we're going to go for then as the starting 11. Freddie Woodman in goal, Morey, Suter, Panzo, Rahman as the back 4. Matthias Jakobsen is going to keep his place in the centre of midfield with Matty Longstaff on the left-hand side next to him. Abdulkadir Omar will be an inverted winger on the right-hand side. Oliver Batista Meyer, an inverted winger on the left. Joel Linton and Monasterio will be the 2 strikers today. I've dropped Gouari, partially because he needs a little bit of a rest. He's come back from an injury. He's not been amazing, so we're going to give Joel Linton a try as that pressing forward. Monasterio will keep his place as the advanced forward. I nearly said attacking forward. They're all attacking. Preston are playing a strange formation. It's a 5-2-2-1, which I guess is actually very similar to my previous formations, wasn't it? It's a 5-2-1-2 is what we play. They have John Guidetti as this. John Guidetti, is he any good? He's 31 years old. He's not awful, is he? But he's not. I can see why they're not doing so well. He scored 1 goal. If we don't win this game, we probably deserve to be in a relegation scrap. Also, by the way, we did get ourselves a new assistant manager. If you missed the end of the last episode, you wouldn't have seen him. It's somebody, Nascimento, a Portuguese guy. He's really good. Batista Meyer with a corner for us after just 9 minutes. Abdulkadir Omar collects it. Batista Meyer wants it back. Panzo gets it instead. Johnny Panzo, the English central defender. I don't think he's got any caps yet. To Joel Linton on the volley, and what a finish that is from Joel Linton into the back of the net. 9 minutes exactly on the clock. 1-0 up against the bottom of the table side, Preston. This will put us on to 41 points. If things go our way for West Ham, for Sheffield United, we could actually confirm ourselves safety after this match. Which is actually really good because we are playing at Manchester City and Manchester United, first and second, there you go, in the next 2 matches. West Ham have taken the lead, or at the very least, West Ham are out of the bottom 3, which puts Swansea and Fulham in there. The ball's in the back of the net. We didn't see the highlight. John Guidetti scored. I don't think it's actually going to count because we didn't see any build-up. Brian tripped Abdulkadir Omar, apparently. Fair enough. Freddie Woodman is going to take the free kick to John Suter. He's got Morey on the right. He's gone forward instead to Abdulkadir Omar in the middle of his own pitch. None of those words made sense. Batista Meyer runs down the left with a yellow card. Keeps going into the area, goes for goal, drags his shot wide. I'm a little bit concerned that they scored a goal without a highlight. It makes me worried that something like that's going to happen and we're not going to see what's going on. We've got a penalty. Joel Linton's gone down like he's been shot in the back of the head. We are going to have a penalty. Monasterio is going to be the one to step up and take it. Andrew Gravelon was the man to concede the penalty. Come on, Nicky. Nicky Monasterio smashes it so hard the goalkeeper can't save it. It is 2-0 against Preston. His 12th goal of the season. Pretty sure I said at the start of the season he's going to be our top goal scorer. I don't think he's far off. In fact, I think he is our top goal scorer because it's not Gouari, is it? We are one of 4 teams now sat on 41 points. Hold on, it's not 4 teams. Sheffield United have just taken the lead against West Ham. That's ideal because I think if this stays this way, we will be guaranteeing ourselves staying in the Premier League for next season. To be honest, it's not likely we're going to be going down at this point, but I just want to confirm, just want to get it on camera that we're definitely staying up. No changes at the break, obviously being 2-0 up. It's probably going quite well. I will be bringing off Batista Meyer. It will be Marlon Charles coming on. I'm not quite sure when, though. It'll be about now. 62 or so minutes on the clock. Marlon Charles has come on. He's just signed a new contract, by the way. £24,000 a week. He was getting paid about £1,500, so it's a fairly hefty increase. He's also a wonder kid. We've got ourselves another wonder kid. We're also going to do Matty Longstaff for Jean-Pierre. We're going to swap you two over as well. That's probably all we're going to do until maybe the 80th minute. We do get to see a final highlight in the second half. A first highlight in the second half. The ball's forward. Boboc heads down. It's played on the ground. Please someone chase it down. Babarama's going to hopefully get there before John Guidetti. Back to Freddie Woodman inside his 6-yard box. 62 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Suter, who I think has been very good for us all season, along with basically all 4 of our central defenders. Panzo, Jakobsen and Tosin. Murray's just taking it around loads of players. Nascimento. It's not Nascimento, he's our assistant manager. It's Monasterio with the goal. It's 3-0 against Preston. We really should have changed to this formation earlier, shouldn't we? My brain's not engaging, I'm just saying words. We've got the ball in the penalty area. Andrin gets the ball from the Boboc clearance. He's going to keep running down the right-hand side. He's got one player to his left. Instead, he goes for goal and drags it wide of the post. Gonna need to do a sub. To bring on one of the more fringe players, so probably Big Dids is going to be coming on. Marlon Charles to Baba Rahman, crosses in. It's Joel Linton who heads down to Jakobsen, who goes for goal, and the central defender comes central midfielder Matthias Jakobsen scores his first goal of the season. 4-0 up against Preston. We are staying in the Premier League, and we are burying Preston whilst we do this. What a finish this is from a central defender. Just absolutely smashes it. I mean, the goalkeeper really should have tried a bit harder. Right, well, the final sub is going to take place. It's going to be Panzo coming off. Even though he's on an 8.8, we're going to bring Panzo off. We're going to bring on Big Dids. It's very unlikely that we're going to throw this away now, isn't it? We've got a free kick. Abdulkadir Omar. Monasterio's at the back. Is that a hat-trick? Is that a hat-trick for Nicky Monasterio? It is a hat-trick for Nicky Monasterio. That might be the perfect hat-trick as well. He scored with his head. He scored with his right foot. I don't know whether he scored with his left foot. We are 5-0 up against Preston. I think this formation works really well against teams that are worse than you, doesn't it? Didier Bamba's there. Joel Linton has to score. He's made it 6. Big Dids should get the assist for that. He's not going to. It's 6-0, 10 minutes left to play. We are battering Preston. Let's do this more often. Look at those numbers. Joel Linton's one away from getting himself a hat-trick. Jakobsen's picked up a knock. He's cut his hand. You've cut your hand, mate. You're playing football. The full-time whistle was about to go. It does go. A 6-0 victory against Preston. We have just embarrassed Preston. We've sent them back down to the Championship. Joel Linton with 2. A hat-trick for Monasterio. Matthias Jakobsen as well. What a match. What a victory that was after our pretty appalling April. That is not a bad way to end things. So did Monasterio get the perfect hat-trick? He scored a marvellous hat-trick as the Preston defence simply failed to cope with the skillful striker's explosive finishing. It says with a penalty into the bottom corner, second of the game with a header, and his third with a header. Oh, he scored 2 headers. Okay, it wasn't a perfect hat-trick. He only had 3 shots on target and scored them all. Right, we're going to go forward a little bit until Fulham and Man City have played. We'll probably go forward until the other Sunday matches have also played, just to see what happens, because I think if Fulham don't win, we have confirmed safety. I think that's how it works. Well, Fulham lost 1-0 to Manchester City. Have we confirmed safety? Hold on. League table. We've got 4 games left to play. It's irrelevant, our games. It's how many games have Fulham, Swansea and West Ham got. They've all got 3 games left, which means they can get 9 points, which will put them on to 41. Our goal difference is massively better than theirs. We are all but safe. We need 1 point to confirm safety. That is perfect. I'm happy with that. We are staying in the Premier League, which means the next episode probably going to be the final game of the season. I don't think you want to see us getting battered by Man City, Man United and then Everton. So we're just going to go to the final game of the season up against Swansea, where we can finish it off with a little bit of a flourish and hopefully another 6-0 victory. Probably asking a little bit too much. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United. If you did enjoy, please do remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button and I'll be back next time with the final game of the season up against Swansea. And then we'll probably have a double upload day tomorrow, so it'll be the Swansea match. And then it'll be a little end of season awards thingy as well, and a little kind of highlight of some of our best players. Monasterio and Guaria both scored 14 each. Both of them top goal scorers. Perfect. I'll see you next time.